Hi guys, I'm going to show you today a interesting programming problem about grep. So, and I might be writing some emacs lisp. Um, so let me show you what's the problem. So if I go to let's say shell, and I'm going to grep, I want to grep. Let's so-called grep command. Let's say I want grep Haskell, and in the directory, this directory. So oh, okay. Well, that's not what I want. So let me show you here. So cd to web ergo emacs. So I'm going to grab that. Let's see. So grep Haskell and for HTML files only and in emacs directory. So okay, so that's a result. You see, for example, let's say, so this is a file. For example, this file uses xar emacs, and this is the line that contains Haskell. You see, the word Haskell is here, and so on. There's another line. You see, but there's no way for me to jump to the line. So Emacs comes to help. So if I do grep in Emacs, I'm using eShell, Emacs shell, and it shows the result. So I can go to their tab, and I can open it, and it'll show the line that contains the word I grabbed. Now, however, if I save this grep file, let's say xxx, I save it, close it, and let's say tomorrow I restart Emacs and open the file again, and you can see that I can still jump to the line. You see, it still locate the line. So let's try another example. I go here, it shows it goes to the line. How does it do that? It knows which line it is, the location, because it records the file path, and you see there's a number here. I think that's a line number. You see 538, line number 538. So that's how it remembers, which line it is. But for example, when I press return on this place, or if I move my cursor around, let's say here, press return, how does it know to open the file? Because in a normal text file, it just insert a new line. How does it know? Because when you open this file, in the beginning, you can see it tells Emacs to load the grep mod. So you can see current mod is grep. So you can tell by calling let's see, I call describe variable. You can see the command describe variable, and I can say major mod, and it'll say the value is grep mod, which is the mod of this buffer. So Emacs open the mod, and the mod, when the mod see a path, file path, I mean each line is a path basically. The beginning is a path, file path, followed by a colon, that's a separator, then the line number, then whatever. So that's how Emacs can know, can color the path, and also when you press enter on a path, you open the file. Okay, so that's the issue. Let's close that, close that, close that, close that, close that. Let's go to my Emacs blog. Emacs blog. So, but I have written a package called called xarfind, this package. This package basically is a grep in emacs lisp, and I need to do the same thing. So let me try an example. So this is a command. So I want to call, I call xarfind text, and then I give it a let's say Haskell in this directory or HTML files. Okay, and here's the result. So here's the result. So first result is this this in this file. So let's, the order is a bit different from the grep. I don't remember what order my command use or grep use, but anyway, so all these are occurrences, and you can, and so I save the file, let's say xxx, save the file, and I can move my cursor to the Haskell and press enter. It will jump to the location same as before, and that, let's say the next occurrence, let's say this one, press enter, it'll jump to the location. But if I save this file, it's saved, I close it and I reopen it, and I move the cursor here, I press enter, it will not work anymore, because actually I don't actually have the line number information in the file. You see, remember how grep attaches the line number information, but I don't have it here. So that's the thing I'm going to do. That's what I need to do. So let me try that again. So wait, yeah, but how does it know the first time why it will jump to? Because of let me try that again. So search for Haskell, that okay. So now if I press enter, it'll jump to the file. How does it know? Because of text properties. You know, in emacs, emacs lisp, or in emacs, any text you know, in a buffer, any position from any position to another position, you can have what's called text properties embedded in it. It's not visible. You know, it's not visible in the sense, it's similar like in JavaScript you have an object, and the object has properties, or in Java or Python, Ruby, you can have a object, you know, class object, and object has properties. You know, it's like variables with value. So this Haskell, for each Haskell word here, there's actually a text property in memory. So when I press enter, it will look up that text property, and that property will contain the line number info. Maybe I can show you. So let's go to emacs lisp site. Let's see, write the major mod. Okay, so here's text properties. So I want to show you how to look at the properties. So do I have it here? So here is a put text properties that adds the text property beginning position, end position, and property name and property value. Text properties is basically a list of key value pairs. So that's how you create a property. And what I want to do now is to actually look up the property so I can like demo it. What's text property function to work? Okay, I probably don't have it here without looking carefully, but exam properties, there it is. Get text property, yes. So I can call text property get. I can call this command. So if I'm in this buffer, let's go to the bottom and get text properties, let's say, and property name position. Okay, I need the position, so let's say this one, this word, the position is from here to here. Okay, so let's just say that position, and I need a property name, but I don't remember what's the property name. But anyway, well, let's not do that then. But anyway, so I'm gonna show you the code. So let's go to find text. This is a command. So you can see. So what do I want to do here? You see, so I want it to be such that when I save this file, save it, and close it and reopen, and when my cursor is on these words, I want to be able to press enter and it should be able to still open it. It won't work right now because text properties is not saved with the file. You see, that's the problem. Remember our earlier grep result that contains the file path and line number right in the file, so that's how it can still work. But here I'm using text properties, so it doesn't work. So what I want to do now is to modify my command, my package, my command, so that the information about line number or position of the occurrence is embedded in this file, like right here. So actually this number, you cannot see it. This number 5187 is actually the position of the first character of Haskell occurrence. I added that yesterday, but it's not complete, so it doesn't work. It doesn't work because right now when I press enter on the Haskell word, it relies on text properties to open it. But since I saved this file and reopen it, text properties is gone. So what I need to change is that instead of relying on text properties, if there's no text properties, then it basically just move cursor forward and look for a special delimiter that contains the position of the character. So that's a problem basically. That's what I want to show you. It's a bit interesting issue about embedding information in a result, say a report or something, so that you can the information is still there, you can jump to it and stuff. So let me go back to my emacs list mod. I mean this function. So you see this function, it's not too long. Wait, it's not too long. So it basically just it basically asks you a bunch of questions like what word you want to search and what directory you want to search. So this is like what word you want to search, what directory you want to search, file rejects like all HTML files or something else, and case sensitive, print result, surrounding text like the context of the occurrence. And after you get all those information, then you create an output buffer input directory. You normalize the input directory. You basically create an output buffer, then print a print a header that is the date, the find text, the directory to search, look for things like that. Then this is the main part of the program. It's calling map c. Map c is basically map without returning results. So map c a function, here's a lambda function. Then you traverse a directory. So this find filter list, this returns the list of directories, with only HTML files, so whatever regular expression you used recursively. So the main part is this function. This function, so path is file path, then with temp buffer temporarily switch to a buffer, then insert file contents. So path is the current path you want to search for the text. So you insert file contents, then you search forward for search string, then so if it's returned true, then you increase count. Then this is the main part. Let's see. So when it's true, so this is the main part. So when it's true, you found the text, you increase the counter, then this part is to print the result to an output buffer. So when print context is true, you call this command find occur output match beginning, that's the position of the beginning of the occurrence. Match end is the end occurrence position. Then you print then you pass the file path, and the which buffer you want to output, which is that one. So let's look at this is the main part. So find occur output. So let's go to that definition. So this is the this part is the main thing that produces the output. So you can see in this function we have several put text properties. That's how we are able to jump to the location in the file of the occurrence. So so look at, let's see, put text property p1 p2 are positions, like beginning and end positions, position 1 position 2, and face is the property name. Then a face value is a face means in emacs it's basically the coloring or font, so that's how you can see color. So add property face, and here is where we add the file path as a text property, embed the file path. So that's why when we press return on our occurrence, it knows which file to open. And others. This one is for mouse, so that when you use mouse to click on the occurrence, you also do the same thing and highlight it. So anyway, so here's, so we were using text properties, but actually instead of text properties, what we want is let's go back to output. You see, instead of, like, if I press enter now, it will look for properties, but when you save the file and reopen it, the properties is gone, unless you re-add the text properties. But you cannot do that unless you have the actual information about what position this word is on, and what file name. So I started to change the command to include the position. Let's see, so now it's easier to see. So this is a position. So I started to include a position so that Now what the command, so now if I call a command, it should uh, look for the line number information and look for the file path information. It's all there, and it should do the right thing. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's look at yesterday. I added the position. However, I did not complete the command. Where is it? Okay, here. Wait. Can't find occur output. Yeah. So yesterday I made change here. So P1 is the beginning of the occurrence, position of the occurrence. So I added, this is left bracket, basically this is right bracket. So I added that yesterday. Now if we go back here to the output, if I press enter, the command it actually call is this find jump to place. So when it is not in an active area, enter will just add a new line. But when I'm in the hot area, enter will actually try to open the file. So the command is actually this one, jump to place. So let's go back to the file. So let's find jump. So you can see here is this command is bound to the key return. So let's go to the definition of that command. Oh yeah, so here is the definition, and this part needs to change because before it was it's last modified on 2017. I should add that. Okay, so this is modified that time, but yesterday I modified it because in the old version, you see, it tries to get text property, you know, where the cursor is at point. Yeah, so this is how you get text property. Get text property, position, then the property name. So this property name, the value is a file path. Then it gets saved here. And the position to jump to, it's again a text property, and the property name is find POS, position. So once you get that, so you check if it's actually a value. I mean, if the property actually exists. So if it exists, then you check if the file exists. If it does, then you see find file other window. It actually tries to open the file in other window. Then it jumps to go to char to the position. So that's how it works. But now I don't want to be based on properties. So if property does not exist, it should start to search for the delimiters, this special parent before, and try to use that as a position, and also use this as file path. So yesterday this is the new code I did yesterday, but it's not complete. It's yeah, so this part is not complete. So anyway, that's what I want to show you. I was going to, if we have enough time, I'm going to, just start to work on it so you can see, some how I work in emacs lisp. You can see some emacs this stuff. But I think we already took, I don't know how long, 20 minutes or so. So let's stop today, for now. So I'm gonna work on getting this fixed, complete. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, comment on the YouTube. If you want to see me work on something or some Emacs demo, just let me know. Thanks. Bye.